last map as well. So here we go with the pistol round.
Yeah,
I had something really cool to say.
They won the knife round on the first map as well, because they started CT first time, remember, as well?
Wow, they just have all the advantages here.
They have all the knives. Can it be a coincidence? I don't think so. They got the nice strats. Anyway, we're into round one here. And Talk really need this. They really need to get something happening for them, but Tarek is there to say no. Doesn't even shut the door on them. He like lets them through. Just pops their heads with this USP. It's like, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. And it's all over. It's all over, James. Or is it? Yeah, it is.
Yeah, this is not looking good. Cutler and PT are going to get $350 helmets, which is fantastic for them. Allows Cutler to buy the M4. If he had been touched, he wouldn't have been able to buy it. I want to see where Tarek goes with the Mag 7. Oh, we've got big popper pump Hayes with the Nova. Shotgun City right now. I'm a very happy man. I actually own the Nova in real life. That's how much of a boss I am. I've never even fired it. When I go shooting, I normally just use a club gun, so it's just sitting there. Okay, things going to slow down here. And again, this is really, really bad for Talks. I'm sure you're all familiar with how lopsided this map is. And again, we saw Dats play an amazing T-strat yesterday. But that said, look at that. We've got smokes coming in from the truck outside. The Nova's going to be doing work though. That's one kill. Here comes the second one. There's the third. Monty going to be trying to find a head, but support coming for the CTs on long. Last man standing is going to be TCK. I have hope though. This is an eco, but I have hope. The mere fact that they smoked, they threw a smoke through the roof from the kind of truck area gives me some hope that we may see some nice T-strats here from Talks.
Well, first of all, there's lots of usually there's like loads of questions to be answered. Firstly, when we get into the real buy rounds of both teams, like right now, mouseSpaz are just kind of like winging it with the, with the Mag 7, still with the Nova, a FAMAS, a Scout. Everyone has a different gun, and just Cutler's going to go with an M4. So we don't really know what their setup is like yet, or what they like to do, and we don't know how Talks are able to push outside yet, because when we saw that yesterday, they had smokes for everything, even the outer catwalk, very reliably. So we'll have to see how well mouseSpaz can deal with this. Peter gonna creep through the gap in the smoke. Peter is gonna be behind them. Oh no, this is gonna be hilarious.
Oh no.
If they don't know where he is, there it is. He's able to get a free couple shots to the Scout, picks up a kill, and look at this. They must have felt like, okay, we got long guys, we can do something here. But no, Peter was right up in their face, crawled through the smoke, and that's a 3-0 for Talked. And they've held onto these weapons. They haven't had to rebuy anything, so they might just keep running with this. I think on this map you should always upgrade. I think on this map because
we've seen JW and Fnatic play Mag 7 Squeaky. That's been like
really
his weapon, yeah. So
that's the one exception.
So yeah, exactly.
I will allow it, James.
Yeah, I love the Mag 7. I love the Mag 7.
I actually think that you can. Yeah, it's more than good enough. It's for specific purpose.
It makes sense in a lot of ways.
Oh yeah, because you can drop down to vents. You can take over long and secret with it as well as having great engagements in heart around upper and around Squeaky. You can do a lot with it.
It also supports your team's economy as well.
Exactly.
With the kills.
And on top of that, it means that you can do riskier stuff. You can buy more nades.
Yeah, it's $1,300 cheaper than an M4.
Yeah, I actually like it a lot on CT side.
Got to push through main to the T's here.
Still going to be able to take down Hayes because they do fast through the door, but it's Cutler left with his M4, and perhaps some of them might be wishing that they did upgrade here, as Cutler is
If he plays his cards right, he may get 2 frags here.
This is one of those situations for Cutler where he's got to hope that the stars align for him. He's going to need a little bit of lady luck on his side.
Generally speaking, this position is really good as well. If you're a T and you're an eco and you're waiting for the CTs to push, they often run through the door and they don't see you, especially if you have only a pistol, because it won't be exposed.
Wow!
However,
that game sense.
Yeah, D-Born, he may have seen the end of Cutler's rifle because there was a hole in the door. Maybe that may have been what happened there.
Might have had a vision, James.
Yeah.
By the event.
Indeed.
But they have, of course, a lot of money to buy. And another thing about the mag as well is that because if you just constantly keep buying mags, what that actually means is that you can always actually drop for your teammates because you save so much money with it that you always have an extra drop in the bag. So that's actually nice as well. But they do have a sizable enough grenades here on the CT side. It's not perfect, but here goes Peter.
Oh, timing!
Ooh, I think he clicked. Like I don't know actually. It looked like he shot there, but he didn't. Strange. But can he get the guy on the silo? They know that there's people outside. He sees the nade.
He sees the elbow.
He's waiting for the perfect opportunity here. Let's get flashed, and they have smoked it. That's great work there from them. Mo's going to take down FNS. Now this is very promising indeed, James. We're seeing a great outside place here. But in comes the mag. That's 2 quick frags there. We do have, wow, they are cleaning up house. mouseSpaz, 3 against 1 now. Mo is outside, trying to make his way into some damage here onto main, onto the upper side. But this angle really sucks for him. Look at the nades coming in. And Torx, they played so well outside, but they couldn't hold it on the inner.
How do you feel about the smoke push with the bomb? Only one person as well. Because like as soon as they lost the bomb, it raised the urgency for the whole team massively, and they had to speed things up. You know, things were going well, but then after that happened, it just all collapsed.
It is questionable. But I just wanted to keep seeing Torx play outside with all of the smokes that they had there. I mean, they had some really nice smokes.
I suppose with the smoke push, it works both ways. With the pressure being applied from other parts of the map, it's kind of psychology you expect. The CT might be having his attention elsewhere, which allows you to push the smoke. Unfortunately, Tarek was in there, so it works both ways. If you ran that situation 100 times, maybe it's 50-50.
Yeah.
The interesting position with Cutler here is that he can jump down, but he can wallbang through the bottom right corner of that box very effectively.
Good setup there. You can see how he flashed for his teammate just to keep him safe and help him get some extra frags as he goes to safety. Cutler able to take down another frag. Absolutely enormous work from the man Cutler. He played that position to a T. It was perfect.
Nice clean round there for mouseSpaz and make it 5-1. No losses on that side whatsoever. So this is the situation where their economy can start to grow. You can see Hayes leaving CT spawn with $6,000 in the bank. So things have been good for them. On the other side, Torx on that eco, they have a few nades and not a lot else. I'm curious to see how Mo is going to use these actually. It looks like it is going to be the push with the flash into the bomb site. Going well so far. Bit of a queue on the ladder for the CTs, but Cutler coming in to clean things up. Only Mo remaining, and he will get taken out as well. There is actually a sneaky, it's like a late vent push with nades that I've made. I don't know how effective it would be in a professional match, but maybe we'll see one day. You can bounce the nades off the window into A, which doesn't just break the door, but also breaks the vent, and then you can smoke it.
Yeah.
And with a flash or not, you can run through the smoke into the vent and hopefully get a fast plant before the ramp guys come and take you out. And often people have had no idea that the bomb's been got to be until it's planted. But that's one frag for Mo. Hayes in an advanced position. Can he face the right way at the right time though? You can see still behind T-Red. There's the first frag. TCK coming to get revenge. Had to face T's from 2 sides. And war of attrition right now. 1-man advantage for the T's. Cutler's going to move into the long area and try and hold down the B bomb site for his team. C still advancing to the doors here. So long it's going to be contested by these 2 players. Let's have a look at where the bomb is right now. Being carried by D-Born. He is in the secret event area as well. CT stretch. Cutler's actually in the toxic area. Peter's on ramp, and last guy, FNS, is going to be holding A solo for the time being. A lot of angles to cover here as things slow down and both teams look for the next pick. FNS has to be careful because Heaven could technically be compromised, but I think these nades are going to be a cue for him to change position.
Yeah, this is still doable, but we can see that Torx have a lot of space with which they can exploit well. Still going to just distract here, making sound on the ladder, which could just allow teammates to get in. whilst the CTs are distracted, but in fact, they are just going to go up for the straight trade to get the plant. They have a man advantage. It's a smart way to approach the situation. Here comes Peter rushing in from radio. Oh, there's two not looking, and he will take down Monty after whiffing a shot there with the AWP. Switching out for the AK. Can he pull this off? In comes the flash. He's got a teammate with him. They both have kits. Cutler now in from Squeaky. Looking for the damage, going to go for the spray, gets gunned down. Torx pull out another round, and lots to play for Torx still. They're actually they're relatively on track here. I mean, if they get 4 rounds, 4-5 rounds, they're okay.
I think one of the hardest things to do as a newer team on the T side, especially on Nuke, is having the correct post-plant positions and making sure that your exposure is minimal. But that is the second round, so a 4-round deficit for Torx. And that's an important round as well, because let's have a look at the CT Money post-purchase. They are in a weird place at the moment, and that is important for the Ts. They want that economy to be as stretched as possible. You can see that Squeaky Door has been blown off, which will change the dynamic for both teams towards the A site. CTs will have to be more paranoid and pay more attention to it. Cutler going to fall on ramp.
Still with a nice entry. And the thing is, though, they don't have to rush down immediately. They do have some time to wait, because, of course, the CTs can actually reposition very quickly to the lower site, as they do have quite a few players on upper. FNS even towards Secret means that they can have presence on long before the Ts can. So it's smarter than to wait, but Tarek, he wants to find out what's happening now. Pushes him in and finds the frag. Also spots some players. Torx now in a bit of an odd spot, because CTs...
I think the CTs have figured out exactly where the Ts are right now.
They might not be counting for 2 players to be up top on Heaven. They're going to be getting the frags, though. mouseSpaz looking pretty fantastic here. There's a 2-on-2, and they still have good positions. In comes the damage. Up the ladder. I don't think so. And TCK is going to fall back to the floor as FNS finishes off the round. And that was a close one. It was a nice improvisation.
That up kill onto the ladder was glorious.
It was really fast. He could have actually waited a little bit, took his time with that, but he just went for it. No hesitation. And now mouseSpaz are 7-2, and Torx are in a pretty bad spot on the money. And because they just won a round, they got their bonus reset, so that sucks. They have they didn't get a spree going there.
Oh, this is going to be bad for yeah, they can't push that door anymore. Lost the opportunity. That is a nice meaty smoke. That could be a meaty nade. Mo down to 29 HP.
So there's no one really on floor, I don't think. Oh, okay, there is one, and Tarek is there.
The Ts have no flashes left now. They can't push A, but they're going to try anyway.
Tech9 gets incoming Tarek from around the boxes there on Hut, and he's going to clean them up. Only losing 1 player. And this is great for mouseSpaz, because we saw previously they're having quite a bit of trouble on the bank. They only lost like 1 round, but they've been losing so many players consistently that, I mean, you can see now, I mean, their money, considering the score, doesn't really look that good. I mean, if Torx, win this one, then they have an eco coming very soon, mouseSpaz, in the next couple rounds. So Torx still with a few rounds to play with, 4 rounds left in this one to find.
So iBuyPower are probably watching this match, obviously, because they're playing the winner. What do you think they're thinking right now?
Well, I think iBuyPower are going to feel pretty confident. I think they've looked like they have the best form at the moment, especially with how Skadoodle has been playing and opening up the map for their T sides. I think that's actually a substantial advantage that they're going to have going for them. Obviously, the rest of their team's just solid, like really solid players, and they have some great routines. So definitely the favorites. But
Bomb is in no man's land right now, and the Ts are away. You can see Cutler positioning himself to protect it. You can, just in front of those ties, actually, you can stand on the pallet there. And if you're an AWP, you can look into Squeaky Door as well, with lots of cover. Just a small note. Oh, that pop from Monty. That was disgusting. But he has got a crossfire situation here. He probably has no idea where FNS is, so is he going to be able to do this? He picks up the bomb, he's got 25 seconds left. Is he going to rotate all the way around?
That's such a cool smoke. This timing is so terrible now, because there's just no way he can do this. FNS can just hide. He's on the vents. There's no way Monty can get to lower site. And even if he gets a pick here, which he might, he's not getting a bomb down. It's just not going to happen. FNS is going to actually face instead of...
He's got 3.5 seconds.
Wow. FNS facing there, that's actually kind of huge. Does get cleaned up by Peter, but that was a potentially round-losing mistake there from FNS to peek. He can just let him run past, considering that he has to plant in that spot. And either way, mouseSpaz 9 to the 2 of Talked, and now Talked need to get a couple on the board. They can't really afford to go into the next half with only 2 rounds on T. They need at least a couple more.
Absolutely. Looking at the CT money, again, they could still be made to sweat, but looking unlikely at the moment as the T's are on an eco. You can see, let's have a look. I pressed escape twice, but it's not showing us all the weapons. Never mind. Tarek going for the M4 now. No more Mag 7 for him. May see some aggressive play here a bit later on in the round. Towards the hut area. Now I'm going to be quite passive. You can see a lot of the T's pushing the ramp area. Hayes getting the first frag. He's going to try and retreat back to B. See if the T's can get the bomb down here. Looking unlikely at the moment as FNS is in a very strong position. Hayes coming in for support as well. Tarek going to clean up the rest. And it's 10-2 to mouseSpaz. Again, you can see the importance of these knife rounds, allowing them to have a strong advantage from the get-go.
Absolutely, it's rough if you don't get the T pistol. Really, really rough. And either way, mouseSpaz, the open Peter. We haven't seen a lot of really hardcore takes on outside from but they're looking to go for it here and just jumping straight up on the box. Peter, perhaps even expecting to see somebody just spotting on the box, had his reticle placed firmly on that spot. Mo straight into it. That's a really bad start here for Talked in this round. Mo going down straight away. Cutler in on the smoke. This is a sneaky position. Cutler should be able to get a frag here. And there it is. He takes down one. They get flashed. There's a great flash coming in from a teammate there. Nice team play. Not able to capitalize fully, but it's more than enough. They have the bomb. They got 2 players locked away in radio. Now Spaz looking like they have this in the bag.
Indeed, looking pretty clean for them. And again, as mouseSpaz continues to pile up these CT rounds, the margin for error on the second half of this map is just getting smaller and smaller and smaller for Talks. Let's have a look at the frags and see who is doing what. Just not that many duels being won here by the T side. Again, they are on the less favored side, so you have to bear that in mind. But mouseSpaz, you can see Tarek topping the board there. mouseSpaz looking pretty comfortable to go into the final here, 35 by power.
Yeah, they are looking quite
If they
good.
win this map, that will be 5 rounds in a row. They want to get 5 maps in a row. They want to get Talked as well. Which can't be good for morale.
Yeah, it's certainly not. Just have, and it's not losing a lot against an opponent that sucks. It's people losing a lot because of the same mistakes. That's the killer. That is the killer because it's so frustrating to make the same mistakes, be aware of it, and not find a solution and put it into play. That's then you're not improving. You're not learning from your playing experience, and we'll have to see if Talked can pull this one off. They do have a man advantage, make that two in advantage now as Cutler is left alone. Monty, Steel, and TCK with an after-plant situation. It's going to be all too easy to clean it up, and at least they get 3. They've got 3 now. They can very well get the 4th round on the board, and they can look to have a good CT half as long as they get the pistol, and that's really where the pressure is. It's all on that pistol, of course. I always hate to say that, but you kind of have to. It's like stating the obvious, but you kind of have to say it because
it's still an important factor, as obvious as it is.
It's the most important thing for Talked. So
because it has massive implications for the next 2 rounds, but also for the long-term economy.
So Steel pushing outside. Something we've seen Mo attempt previously. Now Steel is taking charge of that, and they got the smokes there. That's beautiful. They don't have the entire team there, but mouseSpaz, they cannot know what is behind the smokes. They have gone away now. Could be a play down secret. No, FNS is there to actually stop anybody. He does get the pick onto Steel. He was alone there, and now without any presence outside, Talked have to create an opportunity here. In the radio, in the upper site towards ramp, something, but they just get shut down trying to get themselves on that A bomb site, and there it is. 12-3. Talked are not happy right now. They had that overtime on map number 1. Then after they lost that, they got kind of dominated on the second map, and now they're getting even more dominated on Nuke. They need this pistol so badly.
Again, this is quite a lopsided map
Yeah.
in the CT's favor. So as we said on the first map, do not count them out just yet.
Oh yeah, if they get a pistol, they can just win. Right?
Yeah, if they can get their economy going, then they could entirely annihilate mouseSpaz in the second half.
I've seen so many times where a team will just get, you know, like 10 rounds in a row, just straight off the bat of the pistol. T-side is really hard. T-side is super hard on you. Of course, you'd want to say, and this is something, you know, with Mirage as well, you want to say that mouseSpaz, you're like, oh, you know, mouseSpaz's T-side should be better than Talked for many, many reasons. If you're going to discard all the other ones just because they've been together longer, that should mean that they have more ability.
You said mouseSpaz picked Nuke?
Yes, they did.
Yeah, because Nuke is a map which I think is fair to say, generally speaking, is falling out of favor. Like I think maybe before the introduction of say Cobblestone being forced upon us, it was falling out of favor. But now it's like Cobblestone is not the most popular map either. But generally speaking, you know, as a decider in this kind of situation, it's not ideal.
It was really smart for them to pick it because, again, you know, they know that if they get the knife, Talked are going to struggle on the T side. They just know that they're going to have, because they have these routines to go, you know, that they can fall back onto. Whereas Talked, as you said, you know, maybe not having as much nuke experience together as a team because it's not as popular necessarily. Yeah. That's a really smart choice, really smart pick by mouseSpaz. So, but it is Nuke, CT side. Everyone's played loads of Nuke. It's not exactly all that complicated. You just need some simple communication. You know, people have a very good grasp of who's doing what. They should, if they win the pistol, they can absolutely just win the match.
Yeah, so we have just a tiny break here because someone has just popped to the toilet. Again, you can see we have our newest skin that's been released to the workshop there, the M249 War Cloud. So definitely, when we have skins in the game, the contributions go towards our leagues, and there will be some coming up next year. So if you are interested in supporting our leagues, or if you like the skin, then definitely check it out on the workshop. It is bit.ly/FACEIT 249. So again, regarding skins, we will be giving away the StatTrak P90 Asimov after this game. C side, not CT side, guys. Speaking of CT sides, we are about to go back into the game.
All right. So this is where it gets real.
This is where it all happens.
I almost don't want to say anything. I almost just want to let this round play out and just see if...
I want to say something.
Okay, go.
I am the bat.
But you have to do it in the Batman voice.
I am the bat.
There we go. Alright.
Alright.
So they're going to make their way up to a split on the main here, in fact. And actually, not even split. Everybody's outside field, popping some heads, as well as Mo. So they're getting a nice advantage. That's good there for Talk. Oh, there we go. Hayes is going to take down one, but he's got 4 players. It's not going to happen. And Talked win the pistol. Now it's game on. Of course, mouseSpaz, they might have some cheeky low eco set plays that they can throw into the works. And it's always worth, as a team, to just run strats. You're always going to find yourself in a situation like this.
Excellent work there.
Go and run some strats. Like, figure out some strats for rounds like this.
Great work by the CTs there. Really good work from Steel, holding off main and getting strong frags. And again, let's look at all the small details here. Monty and TCK had unblemished armor, so they get helmets for only $350. That allows Monty to get that M4 and nade.
Oh.
That allows TCK to get 4 nades on his side and a FAMAS.
A Tech 9, so scary. And then Peter is going to be gunning down D-Born. This is a little bit worrying, but they should have this. Look at this, TTK coming in from Secret, and it's all okay. You know, lose 2 players. Okay, Color actually takes down another one, and that's job done. 3 players down, that's job done for sure. And the bomb is going to be defended by Monty. But that's 3 players that have to rebuy now. And mouseSpaz.
That was a costly round. That was a costly round for Talks.
It was.
Indeed it was. Got Steel with the Mag 7
I always want to see them just force up again, just go for it. Just break their
Steel
economy.
with the chance knife.
Oh.
Little bit of go-to V-lag there. We are back in action.
Yeah, full eco for the full buy in the falling round, and some PT50s. Are they going to go for a ramp here, or what is the plan for mouseSpaz? They're going to get pre-naded a little bit, so they're just firstly waiting out the pre-nades, which is very sensible. But here it is, going to be the upper. They have a guy on the skylight flash, so Steel is in a great position though. He's on the hut roof, just has the mag in hand there, able to get a couple kills in with that, and only one frag being found. That's an amazing result there for Torqued.
I'm happy to see this. I want to see at least one more map here. So good to see Torqued holding down the fort for the time being. I think they may even be able to, I was going to say, afford an orb next round, but we do see one on Mo, so he's got one already. Let's have a look at what angle he's going to be holding. No orb on the mouseSpaz side, all AKs over there, so those helmets on the CT side are going to be rendered useless for this round. Oh, in the face does Cutler take it. Mo looking for a second one as well. We could see 2 fast frags here from him. He's getting tagged through the smoke though. 25 HP, looks like he's going to change his position.
Alright, well, got Mo in the angle as well. And ooh, they're going to be able to pick off Steel, who was basically without any support or cover there in main. And I am surprised that we're seeing the players jumping on the box there, the crate, because in Europe, you see everybody use that box to spot. So every AWPer's looking at it, like looking at that spot on top of the box. So interesting, the difference there that we're seeing. We do have D-Born coming in with a frag onto FNS there, getting a little bit low here, but Mo still 25 health. So mouseSpaz, if they can just get through outside here, well, that's a great pick there from Peter. That's going to allow them to push down and have a 3-on-3 situation. And Hayes, being in Squeaky, is going to be able to throw a massive wrench into the works now. If he can just time his lurking perfectly to catch off these guys who will rotate if that bomb is going to go down on the lower site, which it looks like it is very shortly. And that Monty is trying to spam through though. They run out of bullets, just barely has enough left to take down Peter. And way able to take down Hayes there.
Have you seen him on the right? He's on the right.
Tarek coming in there. He knows where everyone is now, but the problem is well, that's a good nade. He gets Monty with that grenade. It's perfectly on him.
Oh.
Won't win the round. It's going to be D-Born coming in with the save, and mouseSpaz are only ahead 5 rounds all of a sudden.
That was really intelligent play by Monty. You could see one person ran into the smoke, but he made sure he didn't fire all of his bullets because he saw one play, but he knew there were 2 more. So he waited. He thought maybe there's got to be a second guy next to him. The second guy comes out the door and he takes him down. So excellent, excellent play there by Monty. Really using his brain there as a CT, which definitely slowed down mouseSpaz and made it a lot harder for them to plant the bomb, though.
Torqued have to keep buying on so many players every round. They got no money at all. This is like really rough for them right now on the money. So they need to really not lose anybody to these Tech 9s. But you never know with the Tech 9s. Already we're seeing Steel go down. I think over by main that was. As very fast movement indeed coming in from mouseSpaz. As they do have Tarek around outside still trying to distract these CTs. There's 2 that he's been distracting so far as the players from mouseSpaz suddenly arrive onto the lower bomb site with the bomb in hand. Cutler's going to get the plant. It's a massive result here from mouseSpaz.
Yeah, they've got nobody challenging them on the B site already, so now the CT's going to have to go for the retake. Monty going to get the first frag, but he's got to be careful pushing here without his teammates to help him. Only Cutler and Peter left for the terrorist side. And TCK going down as well. Monty, they don't know where the T's are. Cutler's in long, he takes down Monty as well. All down to Mo with an AWP, no smoke. This is going to be difficult to say the least.
Yeah, Mo just there's no way that he can do this. If they just play hide and seek for it, it's impossible at this point. And he goes down. What a huge round to win. Torqued have no bank. There's like so little left. They can't go for a buy. mouseSpaz got loads of cash. I mean, that was a pistol save essentially for them. They could even have considered forcing there, knowing how badly off Torqued were for money. But no. They made it work with what they had.
It was really smart decision making by mouseSpaz because they had a Tech 9, so they could get those one-shots close range. They smoked off outside, went into secret. So then all the ranges after that was just going to be really close ones to try and push the B side.
I want a quick upper push here. They got Molotovs in action as well, just to be used. And that was to slow down the rotation from Radio. We can see they're running straight through the smoke. In comes Torqued for the rotation. 2 players against 2, but Cutler able to gun down a couple. The AK, the Tech 9 combo, and 14-7. mouseSpaz very close now, and Torqued still with no money. Still with no money. They are. Oh, it sucks, James.
Mo charged through the smoke like Leroy Jenkins there.
Yeah.
And it was pretty much the same story. They just all got slaughtered afterwards. I'm obviously running in blind, so mouseSpaz 2 rounds away from meeting iPad Power in the final here. My asthma's trying to kill me, but not yet, buddy. Mo with the scout again, so they've gone for the force buy for the second round in a row. If they lose this, then they feel like it's over. Got Mo with $1,800 in the bank though, so could force some kind of last stand, but it's going to be a ramp push from the T side. CT's backing off to play for a retake together. They're going to use the numbers to get as much advantage as they can. Let's just ride with Mo for the time being and see what he can find. Nothing just yet. T's slowing down as there have been no kills on either side just yet. They don't want to get caught short.
Taking this really slow. They know that Talk are screwed on the money. They don't want to give any edges away. Don't isolate anybody. Don't drop any weapons. But Peter is going to be trying to lurk in back into lobby here. Try to be the flank player with Tarek, and looks like they're actually going to catch the players off guard as Mo find himself at the mercy of Cutler, and that's going to be 15-7. And mouseSpaz are rolling over Talk now. They broke their money at a very key, there's like a very key round, but obviously you can see the implications here. Like Talk were in this position where it was very, very delicate on the cash, and it's a round they should win, but obviously losing that, look how much advantage mouseSpaz have taken. Like Talk can't put a buy together ever anymore. It's really rough.
So now we have Monty with the scout, Steel with the M4. This is like X-Men The Last Stand, but it is the Talkmen with no special powers. So they are in dire straits, to say the least. See Monty just trying to hold down ramp. He has got support though from Mo. Mo is going to fall to the AK of Finesse and see if Monty can find anyone to connect with. Hayes and Finesse have both been tagged by the scout. Misses the frag opportunity there and gets headshot afterwards. This is just getting worse and worse.
Very, very close now to being confirmed in those finals here for the G2A December tournament for North America. And, the loser of this match goes away with $500.
Yeah,
the winner is guaranteed at least 1.5k.
If mouseSpaz do take this match, we will try and get the final started within the next top of the next hour. But, not over yet as CT's mounting a comeback now, spraying through the smoke there. That nade isn't going to kill him just yet. 11 and 30 HP for the two teams.
Good movement here from Cutler. Ready to throw them on the top. Does toss it in, but I don't think he got it on the bomb spot. No, I think he missed the bomb.
They don't have a kit. Hayes just has to call shenanigans here. Oh.
No, he's not gonna have time. Oh! Damn! He got it just in time, but still.
It's not over yet, guys.
Still, if they got it back from those margins, it's gonna be pretty epic. But
I remember Valve said that they added a note for close diffusers, but I haven't seen anything yet in a single close diffuser. I mean,
oh, you mean like an achievement or something? Or?
Just a note. I don't know if it's like something that comes up, you know, like they say Steel jumped 27 times in this round, blah, blah, blah. I don't know if it was something there or whatever. But anyway, clutch. Doesn't get more clutch than that. Last man standing, well, second last man standing, gets the defuse there. We have a big outside presence for the T's here. It looks like they're going to charge into A from two directions, but the flank is coming in from Mo. He's going to pick up an AK as well. Oh, it's going to be carnage here.
That is ridiculous there from Mo. Two taps to the head to the side. Peter coming in for the cleanup, and he's got 3 players left to find. He's got loads of time, but the bomb is precariously positioned for him at the moment. It is visible, but there are CTs lacking in every corner.
If Talk can survive with 3 players here, this could be the start of something beautiful. Oh, he's looking for the jump as well.
Kukli style. But of course, Peter might just be able to take a couple down, and as you said, that would be pretty, well, it's a massive deal in fact, because Talk to being stretched on the money, and to be able to be so cost efficient as to keep 2 AKs that they just picked up, that's a lot saved. That's drops in the future for their team, and that's exactly what's going to happen. And Talked are going to be bringing this back now. Obviously, if mouseSpaz want it, they can actually force it up here. There's only 2 players that can't buy, and Tarek can definitely drop for 1 at least. So it looks like they're going to go for it, which makes a lot of sense, as they do want to break Talked.
Yeah, they just want to stretch them financially as much as possible.
They're probably just saying like, let's just win now, guys. Let's just win now, guys. That always happens on Nuke. You get to the last round, it's like, why can't we just win the game? And
looks like they're going for another secret play. It has worked out well for them, although there seems to be a smoke missing, so maybe they're going to push into main instead.
Yeah, spilling out onto the yard. And there's no one there from Talked, actually, really. I mean,
Mo needs to be careful here.
Mo on hell is in a very nasty spot. Peeks out to try to finish him off, and he's going to get caught in the back. That is a 4-on-4 now.
Yeah, that wasn't an overextension from Mo. He should have known there was more than one there.
We do have now the boost coming in. They're going to go for it. Boost up to heaven. Love it. It is fun. Some fun shenanigans with the boost. TCK on the site is definitely going to be in a pretty compromised position as soon as they make their way up there.
D-Born needs to be careful as well because he hasn't got anyone covering his back on ramp.
There it is. TCK ready for that. There he goes. Turning into the next players. Unable to get any more frags there as the bomb is going to get planted. And D-Born is going to make his way through Hut.
Oh, that's bad.
All in D-Born here. And he's going to go down. There it is. Good games exchanged from either team. And we do have ourselves a